Welcome back to Music Theory Logic. Andrew here, and today's another I Wish I Knew, and this is for all of you out there that are making music on the computer or really making music in general. I wish I knew to approach a session with a purpose, and what I mean by that is it can get super overwhelming when you're making a beat or you're recording a friend with all of the different tasks that you need to do. You're worried about the mix, you're worried about what it's going to be called, where you're going to promote it. You're worried about the chords and the melodies. You're worried about the lyrics of the song, how the singer sounds on the track. And basically, it's pretty simple, but I wish I knew to separate those out. So I'll create a goal, and a lot of times I write this out. I'll ask clients, if I'm working for people, to give me a list of like actionable items or things that they want to cover. That really helps us to get a lot more done during a session, and it also helps me on a practical note to prepare. What gear do I need? Are we tracking a vocal? Well, I'll have some mics ready to go so that we don't spend that extra time doing that. And that helps me to just make it more efficient and not waste my client's time and not waste my own time. So past that, like with mixing, I think one thing that's really helped me is to separate out a session where I am focused on mixing. So I like to think, when I'm writing a song, I'm in writing mode. I'm trying to be creative. I'm not worried about mixing rules. I'm not worried about other stuff, what it's going to be called. I try not to worry about if it's going to make a bunch of money or sell records or anything like that. I try to be really focused on the task at hand. So when I'm mixing, I try to focus on not rearranging the track, not rethinking the writing that I put in there, but really thinking from a mixing engineer standpoint. And so like many of you out there, and I hope to be kind of like a giver of information as one of many people out there who's plays instruments, records other people, writes music for all sorts of purposes, artists, TV, my own stuff. And if you're someone like that, you may be levels beyond me, and you may have access to mixing engineers or resources to not do this all yourself. But where I'm at and where I kind of picture myself staying, I have peers that I will collaborate with and work with, but I kind of like being able to do all the different things and be in control of every aspect of my art or the music that I make. I have in many different projects worked with mixing engineers, and that's also really cool, especially in a different style of music or in like a band scenario. When you're so close to the tracks, it can be really hard to actually mix your stuff. But the thing that helps is to really give yourself a list of tasks that you're going to do. Try to stick to that. You can totally and should have sessions where you're just having fun. It doesn't matter. You can just work on the track. But if you only do that, you're going to find yourself super overwhelmed with a bunch of songs that you kind of like, but that you don't know how to finish, and they just pile up. So give yourself tasks before you go into a session. Talk with your friends or clients, the people you're working with, for a guideline of what you're trying to accomplish, and I think that will help you to be a lot more productive. It at least did for me. If you find that helpful, you would help me out a ton by subscribing to the channel. Once again, my name's Andrew. This is Music Theory Logic. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time. Have an awesome day.